It's week 12 in the Season of Tears, and we've got Avatar Benders, the Air Benders, going up against Raj's annoying Armada. The Benders shall receive. Benders looking pretty solid thus far. 8-point favorites according to ChatGPT, which I have still yet to see any sort of stats on how accurate they've been or not. See if ChatGPT can go check itself, fact check itself. The Benders coming out with the all-ang QB runs, but a lot of good throws, and that one's incomplete. And I happen to know because they have the exact same throws as me. Of course, I have more INTs than touchdowns this season, so maybe what the fuck do I know? Alright, we've got motion. Oh, it's a call play. Can he get the ball off? He can't! Oh, but then he coughs it up. He was actually in the throwing motion. Had a man streaking down the field, but Marcy Darcy comes in and grabs it. Why can't I remember where the fuck that's from? That must be from that show with all those people in the windows. There it is. So a quick bonus points. Ross Geller wanders out in that kind of weird, half petulant slump walk that he always has. And he boots it, return out to the 38. So the Benders say, let's try this again. They still come out slinging. They've got a man deep. Zuko, one of my faves, right in stride. That's a touchdown. 2 plays, 2 touchdowns. Both initiated by the Benders, but the end result not scored by the Benders. And that's a pretty shitty kick. But he doinks it in. So we got ourselves a tie ball game with almost no time off the clock, showing you the Benders can strike at will. Let's see what Herman can do. Fights off a guy, and then is brought down to the 25. So it's all about Clyde. And he's going to get the pitch. He's got a fair amount of green out in front of him. A pretty good race down. I believe that was from the linebacker to cut off the angle. Gives him 8. Here's a shitty play, but he finds a little hole, finds another one. The little holes are sometimes the most fun to play with. And so there it is. Now it's motion. This time it's through that line. Oh, but the blocker got off of his block too quick. That could have been a decent game. It's a fake, but he's got a man, and then he tosses it, but he couldn't see what was going on, and Zuko, who thus far has been the hero with a catch and an INT, and suddenly the Benders are right back in business, and then it's a near perfect throw, but he couldn't quite get to the racing firebender. You may just go right back to him this time. He says, I got you, man. He saw him in the huddle, but Zuko careless with the ball. Is that what kind of game this is going to be? Just turnover and crazy play after crazy play? It seems like, again, that will contribute to the Season of Tears. And he's going to fling it, and it's another INT this time. And he's on a rampage. Almost looked like he had just taken over the Avatar state. And it might be right back to Zuko. He fires 3 straight times to Zuko, wide open. And this time Zuko holds the ball, and after all of that back and forth, Benders are in the red zone. Little dump. Oh, and he coughs up the ball. The Benders fall on it miraculously. Middle of the field. You got to assume you're just going to lose that. Oh, and this is the perfect play, but he can't quite hit him. He felt the pressure, had plenty of time. They decide to sweep it. There's one man up there. Can he be a hero? Yes, he slows him up, and that'll force a field goal. So always frustrated to get all the way inside the 10, not working with any points. They do line up a perfect kick. Would have been good from 65. So Princess Yu. She fires it then down to Herman, who's at the 2 and destroyed at the 10. So let's see what Big Mr. Orange can do. He gets a called play. Doesn't matter. The blocker could have come help, but they called a first down anyway. That looked like a gift. Seems like these refs are a little biased. And it's a pitch up. The defense is all over the place. 2-yard loss. Double back set. They tried a little squeak through. He does hit the very first hole, but can't even get to the line of scrimmage. Now they tried a little motion play. First time we've seen this. And it's a touchdown. What the hell am I talking about? I got people texting me. I'm distracted. Definitely not a touchdown, but a nice complete pass. First down is what the brain meant to say. All right, so he just loses 5. Now they pitch it up. They defended this well before and pretty well again, although he fights extremely hard to get back to the original line. Do they go with the same play? No, they're going to pass. They've left a man open, but he threw it to the wrong guy, and it is another pick. Katara getting in on the action. How many turnovers are we going to see here? This is a little insane. Ang scoots up, but only gets 1. Those flappy robes are just so easy to grab onto in the middle of the field. This time he's got some good blocking. He shifts out. He's got some speed, and that's a first. Okay, silence. And they're gonna pass. He may run. Oh, and not only that, Jar Jar Binks says, Misaki, you. And me droopy balls now draped across your forehead. All right. Misa like it. All right, there it is. But Zuko, he's been the hero. We've been finding him. The little bitchy whiny parts of me wants to complain that my guy never seems to do that super quick throw. But hey, it is what it is. Finds Iroh, and that's a touchdown. Look at him go. A little spin move on old Uncle Iroh. He's been doing push-ups in prison. He's looking jacked. He is ready to play. And an unusual celebration. He is pouring himself a cup of tea. But that one bounces, doinks, whatever the fuck you want to say, doinks off. And now Herman's there, so it is a 9-point lead. A lot of pressure, but it's a perfect throw to do, and that'll be a first down. Here comes the motion. The handoff has a little hole. He does a lot of dancing and careless with the ball. And now it's kind of 1-for-1 there. Silly fumbles, although maybe the Avatar Benders have 2, but some crazy fumbles recovered by their own team in the middle of the field that you don't expect to get. 2nd and 10. And he's going to sprint through, makes a nice head move to pick up 7 when he probably should have just got 2. Now they go motion. They're not afraid to keep running. And he falls just forward for the first down. Just dove for that first down. Pitches it down, gets him in the run for Jar Jar. So 2nd and 2, time not an issue, although they're burning their timeouts. Here comes the motion. They're content to do these little run plays and hope to kind of keep picking up some chunk yards. That's a first. Move the chains, reset the clock. Now it's a pass. Let's see what they roll with. Got a man across the middle, and it's a diving catch who then gets up and runs another 2 yards. 1st and goal at the 7. Huge set of downs here for Armada. They liked what they saw. They try the same play. He's open in the middle, and he leads them perfectly. Oh, did you see the guy running to tackle him and then get bounced by somebody? That's unusual. So annoying orange man throws it in. He comes flying through. It is just a 2-point game. Ross fires it down. I remember reading something that said Ross was going to be the next action hero. Yeah, I don't think so. Look at this guy. Yoshi with a great return, and suddenly time's not even an issue for the Benders. That's one of the best returns we've seen all season, with everybody all super jacked, and he throws it to someone in the stands. All right, double back set here. It's the little QB sneak who's fighting people off, Gets 6. All right, huge down. Are they going to have to settle for a field goal? Time is a little bit of an issue now, though. They only have probably one play. And there's pressure in his face, and it's knocked away. So they are going to go field goal, even though it's not up to the time. It's 4th down. They want some points here. They should get them. And he doinks it in. So it turns it up to a 5-point lead, does Princess U. Now there's essentially no time for these losers. Herman racing, makes a nice move, but again, don't really have that heavy hitter play unless everything just goes their way. They decide to say, fuck it, pitching it down to Clyde. Maybe he can squeak through. They will get one more play off. They should really try a desperation, massive field goal. They should make it. Yeah, kicking power maxed out. He tries to lead him just perfect. Gets a couple of divers. It's exciting. Oh, he needed to pick up his feet. All the yards just for the stats. All right, always nice to see little panties before the end of half. Princess U's clearly excited as she fired it all the way down. Those athletic girls, you never know which way they're going to go. All right, and then Herman with a pretty good return, given that he was 5 yards deep in his end zone. And they were excited about what they saw on the run, but Clyde looked slow. I don't know if he dropped a condition, and of course the Benders start to resort to cheating and mind reading. And that is 2 plays where Clyde has just been absolutely murdered. So they abandon that, come out with a pass. The line holds. He dumps it off to Jar Jar, who makes an excellent run to pick up a first. Everybody thought he was dead to rights. Those floppy ears, people just couldn't grab him. Now they pitch it down to Clyde. Clyde obviously has speed, but not the briskest I've seen him. Oh, Clyde says, hey, announcer, what do you think of this for brisk? That was pretty brisk when I was railing your wife last night. All right. So now they pitch it up to him. He's angry. He's finding holes. That's what she said. And gaining a few yards. They go back to the pass. Dangerous pass. And it's a touchdown in triple coverage. Fires it into Cousin Clyde somehow. And believe it or not, the Armada, led by annoying Orange Man, have the lead. Kicks it right into somebody, but it doesn't matter. So it's a 2-point lead. All right, they take it right at the 20. Let's see what they're going to do. Ang says, I need to kind of start taking over here. And he swings it to the far side for a quick 8. Are they going to repeat that play? Nope, they're going to pass. He's going to try to lace it in there, but double coverage. Suddenly 3rd and 2. Do you go for that heavy hitter, or do you just try to get the first? They swing it up. Good call, but he falls down, and that is going to result in a punt. And he's fast. Oh, man, Princess U got completely flattened. They seemed a little excited about it. However, she did get the kickoff. More credit to her. And we're going to get, he jumped but mistimed it. It goes right through his hands, a.k.a. DK Metcalf. Painful. Can we get a jump now? There! Minions trying to make up for the horrible loss. And that's a big catch and run. See what they do here. Dangerous! Ooh, there's been so many picks, you just wonder when the next one's coming. We go back to the run. Give me a little bit of motion. Got a fair lead there. Clyde looking fast. And can't quite pick up his feet, but gets to the 5. Hello, sir. And, tackled from behind, inches it ever close. They pitch back up. He's got a fair amount. It's a touchdown. So they are now up to a 2-score lead. Cousin Clyde, pending extra point to make it 9. And he does. So the Benders here, are they going to be able to pull off the comeback? Still a good amount of time left. 1:14 in the third. Benders take over at the 33. Pretty decent field position. Got a lot of pressure there. But he's going to fire it deep to somehow. So I thought he was covered when I first glanced. Wide open. Soka's been quiet, but has a great catch. Knocked down a couple of guys, and a diving catch. Soka 2 in a row is going to take him all the way to the 2. Quick QB sneak, and that's a touchdown. There it is. 3 plays, folks. 3 plays to go 67 yards. Less than a minute. That is impressive. That is elite. And we're back to a 2-score game. Shitty little kick to Herman. He's off to the races. Hurls one guy, cutting through nicely, and gets back out to the 33. Gonna pass, got a man open, should have thrown it quick, and then leads him too far. I don't know, I was liking the run plays, especially on these call plays. Brutal, earth, boomy. 3rd and 17. These guys aren't too built for this. Let's see what they roll with. A quick throw, but it's just knocked down. The linebackers knew it was coming. They were able to read pass first due to down and distance. Almost blocked there. Each team's had a near almost on a punt. And he decides to straight plow into 6 guys, and it doesn't work out well for him. A nice little lead to Katara, and that'll pick up 11. So they go right back to it. Now they're going to do that QB sneak. Fooled them a bit. They weren't ready. Got 4. Now it's motion. Uh-oh, they've left a man deep. Suka, but is a little slow and unable to get there after those 2 amazing grabs in the 3rd quarter. This time, Suka makes up for that with a huge jump. And it's another 1st down. They go right back again to motion. They have killed him with this play. And lucky that one's not picked. Could have hit Suka again. Pretty good defense there. Oh, and he tucks to the inside. That's always so frustrating when the outside's open. You see those fallen bodies. Uh-oh! Zuko, the diving catch. Huge play to the 15. In the red zone. Knocking on the door. Some pressure. Got a couple of choices. Katara scampers her way to a 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4. Plunge it in, and he falls down. 2nd and 3. Likely going to see the same play. They do, and this time has a little bit of patience. Runs somebody over. Avatar, double aim. I think that's A and D is in. Shitty kick. That points in. 5-point lead for the Benders. Herman standing at the 15 is murdered. All right, half a quarter left. What are we going to see? Slow and methodical. Tries to make his own way and is successful at it. Love the computer improvising and switching the gap there. Okay, Mean Orange tosses it. Picks up 4. The line collapses, but it doesn't matter. He's hurling people. Oh, the blocker picks up the wrong guy. Could have sprung him free for another 15 or maybe a TD. Got pressure in his face. Oh, the man heard footsteps and just dropped it. 2nd and 10. They pitch it up wide. Can he get to the outside? He can. Making some moves. Pretty good run, 8 yards. 3rd and 2. Clearly 2 down territory. Field goal not usable. They pitch it. Tried to combine it to the wide side. Look at him just running through people. It's so invisible. And Clyde with a touchdown to go take the lead. Cousin Clyde. He just keeps gesturing up here, making these thrusting motions with his hip. I'm not quite sure what he's talking about. And that is blocked. So it is a 1-score game, 1-point game. 33-34. Ang's going to be getting the ball. Deep kick. And, Koyoshi murders somebody to at least get out to the 15, so they're not super worried about being backed up. A lot of pressure in his face. Incomplete. Behind the chains, although they only need a field goal. A lot of pressure in his face. Incomplete. 3rd and 10. They decide to go motion. Called play. Can they get to him? They take a weird angle. Oh, and once again, the arm was in motion to an open Suka, but he gets sacked. 4th and 15. It's desperation time now. They decide to do QB sneak. Ang looks fast. He takes off. Twirls somebody. Finally tackled. There is time for one more play. I don't think they're going to go. They should go field goal. But they're going to try. What are they going to do? Another Ang run? No, they're going to pass. Oh, no, they've left somebody open to be through to the wrong guy. It's caught. He tosses people. He gets some divers. Holy shit. Raj is having a mental breakdown. 3 guys. That was as bad as the freaking Viking Saints thing. Holy shit. Ang with a last play score to go ahead. Boost their record just when you thought they were dead to rights. Even with the throw in the air and the catch, you still thought they were dead. But nope, they end up pulling it out. How about that? Week 12 has been full of last play, last second victories.